Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host Stan Rattan and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to 2019 and what the wine world has to offer, and also my trip to Italy and Paris and with Susie and London and all that good stuff. Really looking forward to 2019, and you know, there's a lot of weird things going on in the world, but as long as our world, we can control our world, that's really what counts, isn't it? I just finished up doing my Wine of the Year, episode 1 and 2. I hope you enjoyed those episodes, and please, if you get a chance, try the Longship Cellars wines. They are absolutely amazing for the money. What I'm going to do today, simply one wine. You see one wine on the counter, on the table, the counter. Anyway, this is my number one wine of the year, under $20. I always do a top 40 wines under $20 in 2018. And I'll hit the link below. You can check it out, see the entire list if you'd like to do that. What I do is throughout the year I grade all my wines. I use an A through F system. I got that from Joe Roberts, One Wine Dude. I like that a lot. You can do anything you want. You can do five stars, 4 stars. You can do 4 glasses. There's all kinds of different ways that different people grade a wine or score a wine, or whatever it is. The 100-point system, of course, is the most popular, and I've said it many times. I think it's just gotten ridiculous. 100-point scale. Do you ever see anybody get a 10? No, you don't. I mean, it's just too much, really. And so I like the way Joe Roberts graded his wines. I do the same thing. Now, we don't have the same philosophy as far as grading. I remember grading on Twitter one time and saying, I like the grading system because when I was in school, sometimes I got an A because the teacher liked me. And sometimes a wine might get a higher grade. We can't, I try to be as objective as possible. Of course I do. And as honest as possible. But there are certain wines that might hit that area of the palate where, wow, this is a really great wine. And somebody doesn't agree with me, that's okay. But that could be that subjectivity of a grading system, and I like that. I've given wine an A+, and I tell you what, I'll never forget my homeroom teacher. I think it was in 8th grade. I got an A+ from a teacher, and he goes, how can you get better than perfect? Well, she gave me the plus because she really liked me, and she thought I did a really good job. So anyway, there you go. So this is the number one wine out of the 40 wines under 20 bucks, and I always try to pick wines that are available. I hate getting a top whatever list, and you can't get, 75% of the wines because, they're all sold out. This garnered, I believe, a B+, A-, or an A-A. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, it's a 2015 Sabi Chateau Hochat La Rose from Fronsac. It's a Bordeaux. Primarily Merlot, but they can also use Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, and Cab Malbec and Cab Franc in the Fronsac area. Fronsac is along the northern part of the Dordogne River, and it's really close to Pomerol, which is a very, very famous region on the right bank of Bordeaux. And that would be the river Gironde, the Gironde River. There's the right bank, which is east, and the left bank, which is west, closer to the ocean. Now, this does not give the blend, but that's okay. I know in Europe, we just know the components of that, but I really do like to see the blend. You know that. I'm going to give my glass a rinse here. This 2015, $17. Once again, this is a Sabi Chateau Hochat La Rose Fronsac 2015. $17. There you go. I'll leave it right over here now. Let's put it over here. So you get a lot of dirt, leather, and actually a little bit of cranberry. And some currants coming through. A typical Bordeaux nose. Now, the interesting thing about my number one pick is what I try to find in wines is that balance between fruit, acidity, minerals, and all those things, and typicity. In other words, does this taste like a Bordeaux? I really don't like it when a Bordeaux comes out with a big, fruit-forward style. Although the right bank of Bordeaux tend to be a little fruitier because they use more Merlot. Some of the most famous wines come out of the right bank. Of course, Chateau Pomerol. You have, oh God, I'm going to forget. No, sorry, my brain's cramping. Cheval Blanc. And of course Petrus. All come from the right bank. Petrus is, comes out of the gate at $1,000 or whatever, and it's 100% Merlot. But Cheval Blanc was the wine that the dude in Sideways Uncorked in the burger joint, remember? And he said that thing about Merlot, but this Cheval Blanc is primarily Merlot. I don't know why that name is so hard for me. So we get a lot of dirt, a lot of leather, a little bit of pencil shaving coming through. Kind of, little lead, wood, lead, that sort of thing. And definitely currants. A little bit of cranberry, and I'm getting a little bit of licorice as well. Let's see what we get on the palate. Classic Bordeaux with just a little bit of a kick in the mid-palate. Get the licorice comes through right at the end of the mid-palate into the finish. Up front you get that leather, earth, red flowers coming through big time. It's got good structure. It has good structure. The tannins are approachable, but they're a little bit gritty, which I like in a wine. I like to have a little bit of grit to my tannins. Just shows you that this baby will age. I like that licorice on the mid-palate. Leather really hits at the back end. And right in between the mid-palate and the back end, I get a little bit of veggie, like a lettuce component that comes through. That's really kind of interesting. But it's not prominent. You just kind of, if you're thinking about it while you're tasting it, you'll catch it. Comes through a little bit on the back end. Very classic Bordeaux. I like this a lot. I love it when they make Bordeaux's that are really, really the way they should be. This is what you would expect from a Bordeaux. This is a little fleshy. Has some fruit to it, but it's not the prominent part of the wine. You get that earth, that leather, the pencil shavings. You get the red flowers, and then there's that kind of a little bit of a currants, a little bit of lettuce. And everything's well integrated. And on the backside, you can taste, you get that acidity that's very nicely integrated into the wine. This is a solid A- wine, a good Bordeaux, one that you can put away for 5 to 8 years and expect it to get better. Fransac has become a region that is gaining in popularity, and it's also, because of new technology and people's interest in that area, the wines are becoming quite the value and quite a bit better. Mostly sand and limestone soils, sandstone and limestone. So Fransac is really resistant to hot weather, a little hot vintages. Some of the other areas of Bordeaux don't produce as good of wines. Fransac does. So it's an area you should probably keep your eye on. I'm very excited about 16. They're comparing 16 to 2000. So I already put a call out to these guys. I'd like to try their 16 when it becomes available. But my number one wine of the year, under $20. Seek it out. It is available. You can get it, of course, at King's Market. I have it there. But you can also get it down in Seattle. Places like Esquin will have it there. Solid wine, A-. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch. I really appreciate it. One thing that's really got me kind of interested is 85% of the people who watch my videos, you guys out there, are not subscribed to my channel. So hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Just for the sake of, you'll know what's coming out. You don't have to watch it. Of course, that's up to you. If you have time to do it, do it. If not, I know we're all very busy. I try to make them as short as possible. Some of them are longer, depending on the subject. But thanks for taking time out of your day. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate comment. Got a really cool comment recently, and it made me feel very good. Someone that really appreciated my reviews. So thank you for that. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.